High level usage. I'm going to take you through really high level, and I'm going to recommend that you get an owner's manual for any machine that you buy, whether it's this model or any brand or any model. The best thing you can do, get yourself an owner, a user manual, and just go through it, spend 10 minutes. If you get the electronic one, even better. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your laptop, whatever you want, right? So I'm gonna take you through this. I'm gonna go real fast, so forgive me for going so fast, but if you have any questions, just reach out on my channel. Okay, so the loader, you got the quick connect pins right there on the bucket. That's how you would take the bucket off the loader. And to disconnect the loader, you're gonna pull these connections here. These are just like air hose connectors. You're gonna pull those out. Those are the hydraulic lines. And then you're gonna look at your manual to actually get the loader off. I'm not gonna cover that here. Hydrostatic pedals are right there. That's forward and reverse. You've got your loader selective control valve handle right here. You've got your curl left to right on the bucket, up and down on the loader. And then to float the bucket, to float the loader all the way forward, you click it forward and that's gonna float your bucket. So you're gonna back grade with the float engaged. To disengage the float, you just tap the handle back, it pops right out. You got your transport mode for the loader, you can use that. That locks the loader from being moved up or down. You've got your 3-point hitch up and down right here. And you've also got, you have your 3-point hitch speed control, which controls the up and down, or the down speed. So if it's a heavier attachment, you wanna go out or in. I'm not sure which one it's gonna control, but so if you have a heavy attachment, you can change that. A lighter attachment, you can change that, and all that's gonna do is drop the attachment at the proper speed. You don't want the attachment to slam down if it's heavier. You got your seat adjustment. This is your seat, your spring tension in the center, and you've got your height on the right, and you got your slide on the left. The slide also could be on the right on these, so left or right, depends on the setup. And then your seat is basically tiltable, so usually you'll see people do that quite a bit, and that keeps the rain completely off the seat. Obviously this one's got a drain on the bottom, so that's not really an issue because the water drains right out. And on your right side, right fender, you have your controls. You got your PTO on. You have this is your error code flash light. So this light's gonna blink either short or long flashes when you have a trouble code being thrown on the control module. You have your 4-wheel drive. You have this is either motion match or load match. I don't know which it is. Look at your manual for that. And here is your cruise control on this side. You've got your static throttle here, which is right here. You've got your lights, high and low beam and hazard, steering wheel adjuster. You've got your spinner for making tight turns on the steering wheel. You've got your parking brake holder. You're gonna push your brake down on the left side and pull this out to engage it. You're gonna push this in and push the brake back in to disengage it. You've got your key. You turn it once and you push it in for the glow plugs. And then I run them about 10 seconds when it's cold and start the machine. You've got your temperature gauge on the left, RPMs in the center with the hour meter. And you've got your fuel gauge. Fuel gauge on the left, temperature gauge on the right, and that's pretty much it. When you put your glow plugs on, you see that light right there, that's glow plugs. And then the cruise control light is gonna be right next to that, and then your PTO light is on the left, all the way to the left next to the cruise control. And you got your battery and parking brake and your oil lights and your hour meter in the center, right? So all that's right there. I'm gonna now take you to the other side. Okay, on this side you got the brakes, left and right. Usually people keep these tied together. You can separate these and turn the machine a lot faster by hitting one brake and then turning the wheel the same way. However, most people just keep them connected and use it as a brake. You've got your hazards, you've got your left and right turn signal. You've got your, this is either motion match or load match. Yeah, refer to the manual on that, but it's either a motion match or load match. And then you've got your posi or your differential lock. Stand on this and both wheels in the back get locked. You've got your A, B, and C range, and you got neutral in there. And that's pretty much it. So if you want to look at the backhoe really quick, the way the backhoe works, you have your bucket and your boom in and out. and then the boom up and down all the way, the larger one in and out, and then left and right is the swing on the boom. So that's that. You got your disconnects over here. You've got the pins right here for disconnecting the backhoe. To take the backhoe off, definitely look at the manual, but at a high level, it's put the stabilizers down and you put the bucket down like a tripod on the ground, and then you raise up the you're gonna raise up the 3-point hitch arms, and then you're gonna drop the pins. Or actually, forgive me on that. Forget that. The 3-point hitch, don't connect that. You're gonna just put the stabilizers down. You're gonna pull the pins, and then you're gonna connect the 3-point hitch, disconnect the backhoe from the hydraulics, and then you can actually lower the stabilizers. It'll lower the whole thing down, and you drive the machine away. Here's a big pointer on this. If anything you take from this backhoe procedure, the bypass hose. Always, always, always make sure that you got the bypass hose connected before you start the machine. If you don't, you can damage the hydraulic pump on it, and you'll hear the bypass valve go off if you don't have the hose in place. So if you don't take anything away from the backhoe part of this video, definitely look at the manual and make sure the bypass hose is in place before you start the machine to drive it away and leave the backhoe where you put it, right? So look at the manual for all that, but that at a high level is how you take the backhoe off this. Takes about 10 minutes, maybe less once you get good at it. 5-10 minutes, you can get that off. Bucket comes off in 30 seconds, that's no issue there. The hood, you've got a little button over here for it, and then under the hood there's a dipstick just like a car for the oil, and then there is an air filter just like a car for the air cleaner, and a little reset button on the air cleaner, so if it gets clogged you can tell it's dirty, and you can reset that after you change it. Antifreeze just like a car, there's a little reservoir in there you can fill. That's pretty much it at a high level on this machine. If you have any questions specifically, definitely go look at the manual, the user, the owner manual, and read it up on it. If you have any questions you think I can help you with, just reach out on my channel.